Bakatheawa, Bakatheawa Shai, Bakatheawa, Bakatheawa Shai, Bakatheawa, Bakatheawa Shai, Call Lam Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim pushing his truth and sincerity and diligently putting up videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom to the sincere Aquafium listening and learning. It's McQuaff from the Trumpet and V Camp. And what you see right here is anime Dragon Ball Z. And the character right here is Vegeta. And he's talking to basically his brother, okay, because they're of the same race. And he actually raised them, okay. Now, and you know how Israel, how we rock, right? If we're of the same race, we're brothers, okay, by blood. So I'm gonna play this because this is the actual spirit, Vegeta. This is the actual spirit that brothers in Israel are literally in, and it's sad.
Vegeta, give me your hand. I can't get up. Thank you. Sure. It's the least I can do now. Maybe you won't be such a disappointment when you're dead. No, Vegeta!
So that's the spirit of our people. They just want to kill. Okay, they just want to destroy their own people. In all actuality, they're still under the curses. Okay, and they don't even know it. That's the craziest part about all of it. Deuteronomy 28, I believe it is. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. And like I said, you got jakes that are so-called in the truth that are still under this curse because their eyes are evil towards their brothers. Okay, they got evil eyes towards their people. And just like Vegeta just threw them and destroyed them, they figured that our people are better off dead than walking around. Okay, they don't. And these will be the same people that will say out of their mouth that the spirit can spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai can really bring anybody back. Okay, because look at everybody back minus the 2/3 obviously, but I'm speaking of a sense where we don't know who the 2/3 are. Okay, so if you see a person who's deemed as a bug out or a so-called nigga, the spirit of the Lord can bring those people back. Okay, let me see. Proverbs 21:26. It says, He coveteth greedily and all the day long. But the righteous giveth and spareth not. So the righteous are going to give and they're not going to spare. Okay? So the righteous are going to give what they have. Okay? And I'm not necessarily talking about money, so to speak, but specifically spiritually, the righteous are going to give what they have. Okay? It's free to send up prayers. Okay? Look at Stephen. When he was being stoned by our people, what happened? He sent up prayers for him. Okay, and that was the least he can do. Okay, well, at the time that was like probably the greatest thing that he could offer at that specific moment. Him literally in the act of dying. Let me go here. Ecclesiastes 14:3, it says, riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money? He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others. It says, that shall spend his goods righteously. So as you see right here, riches are not commonly for a niggard. When you go into niggard, it means to be stingy. Okay, and you got our people who are in a spirit of stinginess. They don't want to give back what they have. Okay, and what were we given? Forgiveness, mercy, love, kindness. We were given all these things from Yahweh Bashim Yahshua because we all should have been destroyed, but he showed us mercy. Okay, he showed us love, kindness, and charity. All these different things he showed us, all these great things, and he did it when we were in a state of wickedness. But you got our people, they feel like they're on some type of level, so now they can look down on people who are in the same state that they were in, and they think that they're better than them. But that's a mistake. Okay, and like it says right here, it says, but he that gather by the fraud in his own soul gather for others, that shall spend his goods righteously. And that's why you're going to have the spirit that's going to leave off of these people. Okay, because they're not using it right. Okay, it's going to be given to somebody who's going to give it right, who's going to give it like Yahweh Shai gave it. And Yahweh Shai, he was out there splurging. He was just throwing it in a bag, so to speak. Wasn't looking at the price or nothing, just throwing it in a bag. Let's go over here. Proverbs 11:25. It says, the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. Okay, it says, so he that waters shall be watered himself. And how do you water something? By you giving it something so it can grow, it can become stronger, it can thrive. And you see how Vegeta was. He wasn't in that spirit. He just picked the guy up, tossed him, and blew him away. Okay, and blew him. But the funny thing about Saiyans, right? Saiyans, once they get to hurt to a high degree, once they recover, they're like double strong than they was before they got hurt. So had Vegeta been in the spirit of mercy, he could have healed him up, because they got machines on there where you can heal somebody back from anything. He could have healed him up. He would have been double as strong, and them as a team would have been stronger than ever. And this is just like Israel, okay, which people cannot see it because they're in that so-called nigga mind state where niggas want to just kill their own people, not realizing we're all on the same team. Okay, it's better to have two people on your team than one. Okay, scriptures tell you that two are better than one. Okay, so like it says and he that watereth shall be watered himself, also himself. And you water, you grow, you nourish your people, right? So that they can grow, our team can be bigger. Also, so our team can be bigger, stronger, all that. Okay, but guys are not in that spirit. Guys in the spirit mode, well, we're gonna keep our circle small. That's literally what niggas say in the world. I can literally find memes like that right now that niggas talk about. Okay, we keep our circle small. We don't trust a lot of people. No new friends. Right? These are literally all things that so-called niggas say. The same people who these people claim to hate and be against. Y'all act just like them. Okay, the only difference is y'all doing their name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is sick. And it's actually even worse because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's not co-signing the wickedness that y'all doing. And watch this. And it says, and this is another point, it said, he that watereth shall be watered, right? So he that give, it shall be given unto him. And here's why having that mercy is so key. Psalms 130 and verse 3. It says, if thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, who shall stand? So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua decided to pay everybody back for the evil that they have done. Everybody will be destroyed. So just knowing the guy that you point your finger at, you're just as wicked as he is. So just knowing that, you have no room to point a finger. It's like Yahushua said, okay, y'all can throw that stones at her, but the first person to throw it, he better not have no sin on his record. And Yahushua himself, the greatest of all of us, right? He got sins on his record, as Solomon, just for starters. So if he can't claim to throw a stone, right? If he didn't throw any stones, we damn sure can't throw stones. Okay? We damn sure can't throw stones. We're still breaking laws till this day, even knowing the laws. We're still breaking them. But just knowing that everybody is worthy of death, that should put people in a humble mind state. But it doesn't, but it should. Now listen, we all can be knocked off out here. Nobody knows who's who. Okay? That's why Yahushua wanted us to treat our people with respect and love and to pray for our people, right? So that we can be watered. He wanted us to water so that we can be watered. Okay? Mark chapter 10, because I roughly quoted this. Mark 10 and verse 18. And Yahushua said, matter of fact, we start 17. And when he was going forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life? And Yahushua said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. So Yahushua said out his own mouth, the only one is good is Yahweh. Okay? And if he were to mark iniquities, all bodies would drop. Okay? All bodies would drop. But when you fast forward to today, guys think they on some type of level and they can just start handing out judgments, calling people 2/3. Well, then you just better be sure who you are before you start saying stuff like that. Lamentations 3 verse 22, it says, It is Yahweh's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassion fell not. So it's all, we're only here because of the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We should literally all be consumed by now. Okay? We should literally all be consumed. All of us. It just told you that in Psalms 130 and 3 as well. We should literally all be dead out here. But like I said, guys think they on some type of level. They want to be like Vegeta. Just kill, spray anybody who ain't down with them. James 1:21, it says, Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. So it says this word is able to save our souls. Okay, so like I said, just knowing that, you should have more mercy, because anybody can be brought out of a any state and receive salvation. Okay, we don't know who's who out here, so potentially anybody can be brought out of a wicked state. Okay, anybody. It says, verse 22, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own self. So we gotta be doers of the word, and the word is all about forgiveness, mercy, kindness, charity, knowing that anybody can be redeemed, right? Knowing that just because you're here, that doesn't mean you can't be taken out. Okay, you got to be doers of this, not just hearers. You got to be doers as well. It says, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. It says, for he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. So once you forget that we all could be redeemed, once you forget that we all can be taken out of this, once you forget that you yourself came from a life of wickedness, once you forget this, you start to set yourself up for failure. Okay, you start to set yourself up for failure. Yahweh Shem Yahshua looking down like, who the fuck are you? You're dirty yourself and you pointing fingers. I brought you up out of the dust, and you gonna try to pit down a fellow brethren? Are you out of your mind? This is 1 Corinthians 6:9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicator, nor idolater, nor adulterer, nor effeminate, nor abuser themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. And such were some of you, but ye were washed. So it says all of us came from wickedness. All of us. Okay, the only difference is Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he brought us out of it. Okay, he brought us out of it, but we all came from it. Okay, how can you shit on somebody knowing that you came from their state, knowing that they do have the potential to wake up? How can you shit on somebody? That's crazy. Okay, even if somebody doesn't even receive it right then and there when you give it to them, they still had the potential to wake up. Okay, everybody didn't hear the truth, well, the so-called truth, and then wake up right then and there. Some people took a couple days, weeks, months, years. But does that mean that somebody's better than somebody else because they woke up before somebody? No. Okay, you got people who've been in this so-called truth for years, decades, and then have fallen out. Let's go over here. Romans 3:9. It says, what then? Are we better than they? No, in no wise. For we have before proved, both Jew and Gentile, they are all under sin. See, we're not better than nobody. All of our people are under sin. Okay, and we just read, the only difference is we've been washed. We've been given we've been set into a chance. We've been set a chance to right our wrongs, or to make amends. Okay, to try to make amends. Okay, but like I said, just because a person doesn't initially get it, that doesn't mean they're never going to get it. We don't know whose time is when to wake up. If they wake up, we don't know whose time it is to fall out. Okay, it says, verse 10, as it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. So nobody's better than anybody. There's not one righteous. Okay, Yahushua said out of his own mouth. Let's go over here. Matthew 8:27, it says, then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosened him and forgave him the debt. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he's going to and does have mercy on our people for the debt that we've committed, which is that sin. And jump down here to verse 33. It says, shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? So you had the same guy who was given mercy and compassion. He didn't keep that same energy when his when one of his fellow servants rolled up. He didn't keep that same energy. Okay, his master who was over him, he begged him for mercy and he was given it. Okay, but one of his other guys on his level rolled up and asked for it. He didn't receive it. He said, shouldn't you have done it as I've done it unto you? And that's what Yahweh Shai always talking about. Yo, do it as I have done it. And Yahweh Shai, he gives us chances even when we don't even deserve it. But you got guys that's on some kind of pedestal that believe, man, I'm on this level, so I don't gotta give it because they don't deserve it. Well, we was given this knowledge when we didn't deserve it. Okay, we didn't even deserve it, and we still got that mercy. Okay. Verse 34, and his Lord was wroth and delivered him to the tormentors till he should have paid all that he was due unto him. And a lot of guys are going to have to face this. It says, so likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses. So we gotta be willing to forgive our people. Okay, and that's in the law. That's in the law. We got to forgive our people. And the law was given to all our people, not just some, right? Not just some. The law was given to all our people. If y'all expect our people to keep the laws, right? Which you do, you expect people to keep the laws of our people. If a person walked up the block eating pork sandwich, you would tell them, listen, bro, you can't eat that pork. You expect them to keep that law, okay? But you got guys that say, well, this is only talking about the brothers of like mind. Right? Then why do we go out there and preach people? Why do we go out there and preach to people and tell them to keep the law? Okay, even if somebody who doesn't believe this, you would still tell them you got to keep the law. You would still tell them who our God is, who our power is. Okay, if you are Israelite by blood, these laws apply to you. Period. Okay. Well, just like that, treat the neighbor as yourself, that applies to them too. Period. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Rekal Kadash, Adawan Ratazah Thumb, Tamayim Aki and Wa, Akwa from your call. Shalom.